Shalom, everyone. Um, Today, what I'm going to do is show a couple of slides, um, the depiction of the ancient Hebrews, their captivity. I have a picture of Abraham and Isaac as well when he went up to sacrifice him. Okay, so let's start with the first one. This picture here is just a current painting. I have a much older one that I would be showing. Um, let's see. Make sure. I will be showing next as well um, from the catacomb of the disciple and Jesus. But this is just a current picture showing the disciples, and this is Yeshua with the brothers. Now this one is taken from what they call the Russian icon, and these books are was I guess created in Russia. I tried to buy one of these books when a couple of years back. I never could find it. They were like, I heard a brother tell me that he purchased one probably back in 2012, 13, and the book was like, I think he got it for $40, $50. They're trying to sell these books now like for thousands of dollars. So it's like when we find treasure like this regarding our people and the true image of our people, they always hike up the prices at some point. So, and I'm still looking for the book today and still can't find it. I went to all kind of bookstores, old bookstores and stuff. So, but this is before the Renaissance, before they start painting Jesus white, disciples white, angels white, everybody was white. Everybody going to heaven is white. So that is one of the photos. Now this picture here is the Israelites taken into captivity. They've been driven out of their land. Here's the children, you know, here's their livestock and stuff. Children, here are the parents. I guess there's some more up this way, so they're being taken into captivity. We're always going into captivity. We break the laws, disobey the Most High, and then cry out to Him, and He delivers us. It's a vicious cycle up until this day. Still doing the same thing. Now, this is also from the Russian icon. These are disciples and prophets. And you can see the pictures depicted back then. Forget how old these are, but I got this off the website. I kept them in my picture on my computer. But I know it comes from the Russian icon, which is pretty old. The painting go back. And like I said, this is before they start repainting the colors of the prophets and the disciples. As you can clearly see, they were people of color. Now here is, this is, I have a book here. I have so many books of these pictures. There's two Hebrew men going to captivity. This is Syrian king here, the Syrian soldier. And as you can see, the Syrians had long beard and long flowing hair. They have features, Negro features, because they were people of color. There was dark-skinned people. These brothers here are from Judah, and you can see the cornrows here. I have a larger picture I'm going to be showing too. And here, and on some other pictures I have, I just have to download them and put them on my computer. They have fringes. They always wore their fringes. So you can see that they're going into captivity here. And it says that these are two Hebrew men with typical African hair and beard from languish with the Assyrian soldier. So it was taken out of language, driven out of language, and taken into captivity. Okay. But you definitely see that they almost have the same features. These are Syrians, and these are the Israelites, the Hebrews. Now this one, this is the catacomb. This is the one that I was telling you about that was see what's I didn't even give the date, but it says below is the depiction, and this is this picture here from the catacombs of Domitilla. Christ near the sanctuary shown teaching his disciple. He holds a scroll in his left hand, right here, and a gesture open palm in his right hand. There's a second picture when they start trying to light it up. It's a little lighter, but that's what they do. You know, this is a dark, and I have, and actually in the book it's darker than this right here. And another in my book, this was getting. I took this from the internet, but it's much darker in the extra book that I have. So they was gradually changing the color of the people, which they always do. You know, when they invaded lands, what they do is they invade the land, take the resources, assume the people culture, and then call themselves the people of the land. They've been doing that for centuries. It still hasn't changed. Now here is a larger picture of the two Hebrews earlier that showed you that the Syrians, see the Syrian hand right here? So this is just a larger picture. So if you see the cornrows, look at the cornrows. From here down, cornrow, just cornrow their hair back. And you can see starting right here, they start braiding with the depiction. And then the cornrows. Start braiding. And just perfect cornrows. Just perfect. And this is the beard. This one, look, they have features. My father looked just like this. I'm telling you, I swear he does. He looked just like my dad from the side. Oh. Now here is the Levites. The Levites now were it says this is the image of the black Hebrew Levites, musicians that Sennacherib boasted on his time capsule that he took captives back to Assyria. Sennacherib stated that he took the males and female musicians. And I'm going to read First Chronicle because David speaks about them, about the Levites and their duties in this particular chapter. It says First Chronicles chapter 15, starting at verse 16. It says, and David spoke to the chief of the Levites to appoint their brethren to be the singers with the instrument of music. Here's the instruments of music: psaltery, harps, psaltery, and cymbals, sounding by lifting up the voices with joy. 17 says, so the singers, Heman, Asaph, and Ethan, was appointed to sound with the cymbal of brass. Verse 20, and Zechariah with the psaltery. And verse 21, Mathiah with the harps. So they each had an instrument that they played. You know, this is us. look at the locks. The locks here. Come on. Look at the cheekbones, the lips, the nose. Look at these fringes. Look at the fringes down here. Look at there's a name for the belt that they use around their waistline. These are Levites. So they're dressed just like Levites. In addition to that, this is a relief from Nineveh in 640 BC. So this is an actual depiction of them that was drawn or carved or whatever you want. I don't know. It looked like it may have been carved on the walls. It says of the walls, the relief of the wall of Nineveh. So this is how they depicted them. These are Negroes. Excuse me. Here again. The beard, the long beard. You know, the long locks. They were not to shave or to cut their locks. and they're dressed just like Levites. Now these are Judites, Judah, bowed down to the Syrian soldier. I have a larger picture, but again, it's in my book, and I'm going to try to download some of these pictures because they're real colorful and beautiful pictures. And I bought these books like I came into the understanding in 2015. But before 2015, like around, I was reading and trying to, just beginning to understand the biblical people and so forth and how they're related to us. So I kept digging and digging. I was buying all kind of books. Oh, I was buying books like left and right. I got so many books here, and I need to start looking at them because they have all these photos and stuff, and I want to download them on my computer so I can share them. But anyways, these are um, Judah. Let's see what it says here. Bowing down to the Assyrian king, Assyrian soldiers. So, and just think, they're bowing down to their captors, and they were once on top. Our people was on top. I mean, like we had God in our corner, and He brought us down to this because of their disobedience and their lust for other nations and their gods, and so that's the punishment they got, and then we also inherit that punishment. Now these two here, these are from the tribe of Naphtali. It says Naphtali, and that they were driven out of Ashtaroth by the Syrian warrior, and this is also a relief from Nimrod as well during the 8th century BC. These two, this one here, see the sack over there, the belongings over their shoulders, they're being driven out. And see the fringes all up here, fringes, the bonnet, I think they call it here. Our people knew the code to dress in. They dressed accordingly. So when I see these brothers out there, IUIC, and people talk against the fact that they doing fringes, well, our ancestors was into it. They knew the assignment. They knew the assignment of the dressing. They couldn't just dress any kind of way. Now these two here is going to captivity. Here's the Syrian's hand right here. This is on another photo I showed you. So these two are from Judah, the tribe of Judah. These two are from Naphtali. It says, take a look at the image below of the Israelite tribe of Naphtali. Now here's a whole line of them here, but they only have two here on this one. But in my book, it has three of them being led out by the Assyrian. These two here, with two other Naphtali from the tribe of Naphtali. So this is from the tribe. These two are from the tribe of Naphtali, and they were driven out of Ashtaroth by the Assyrian. And these two is going into captivity by the Assyrians too. So both houses, Assyrian took them into captivity, the house of Judah and the house of Israel. So both of them went into captivity. Now here's a larger picture of the Levites, with the song, with the instruments and so forth, just to give a larger picture of their face and their hair here. And again, this is a relief from Nineveh, 640 BC. And look at this here. These are our people. Look at the cornrows and the beard. They look like twins. Oh, but yep. This is picture of them carved on the walls of Nineveh, 640 BC. Can't tell me these not our people. Definitely our people. But they had some they depicted them with some thick locks. And before I turn this, who people on the face of the earth are known for singing, praising with instruments? Because remember when I was coming up, my father was a Baptist, a pure-hearted Baptist, and we played tamarines and stuff. I used to get up and play the tamarine. I know what I was playing, but trying to play the tamarine. So that's a culture. That is a culture. That's a culture that we don't understand that it came from our ancestors. I remember growing up seeing the elderly women playing the tamarines and stuff. You have the brothers playing the piano, the organ. We're praisers. We're praisers. So we come from this line, definitely. Now here's a picture of Abraham. I'm thinking getting ready. He has the weapon that he's going to sacrifice his son Isaac. Now I don't know if this is a ram. I'm wondering if this depiction is when the angel came down and told him don't slay him, and this when he found this ram here, so he didn't have to slay Isaac. I'm just kind of guessing, but this is Abraham, that brother. Abraham, Abraham, do not harm your son Isaac. He knew that he was obedient until the bitter end. Yeah, that's Abraham. That's our Abraham, our forefather Abraham, and Isaac too. And that's it, y'all. So I thought I would share these couple of photos that I had on my computer. I'm going to download the rest of them, but I got to clear up some of the stuff on it, and I'll be sharing some more because it's no need of me to have photos of all this information I'm not trying to share. So I thought I would share this evening. So you all have a blessed evening, and shalom.